who have a crooked view and individuals and make our communities safer and shame.
Karoline Leavitt blasts reporter as a left-wing hack in live press briefing over ICE question. White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt slammed a reporter during a press conference, calling him a left-wing hack after he asked about deaths in U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement custody and the fatal shooting of Renee Nicole Good by an ICE agent.
On the facts, you should be reporting on.
And killed by an ICE agent. Renee Good was shot in the head.
Speaking during the briefing, which streamed live on Thursday, Jan 15th, the reporter mentioned that 32 people had died in ICE custody last year and said 170 U.S. citizens had been detained by the federal agency. The journalist, identified by Irish public service broadcaster Radio Telefís Éireann as Irish reporter Niall Stanage, who works for The Hill, then mentioned that Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem
Communities safer and shame.
Thanks, Caroline.
had said that the agency had been doing everything correctly after Good's death. How does that equate to them doing everything correctly? Stanage asked. Why was Renee Good unfortunately and tragically killed? Leavitt then asked him in response, prompting Stanage to clarify if she was asking for his opinion on her death. She confirmed that she wanted to hear him explain why he believes she was killed.
Renee Good was shot in the head and killed by an ICE.
Numbers of how many American citizens were killed at the hands of and the people.
The journalist said, because an ICE agent acted recklessly and killed her unjustifiably, prompting Leavitt to fire back. Okay, so you're a biased reporter with a left-wing opinion because you're a left-wing hack. You're not a reporter. You're posing in this room as a journalist, Leavitt at 28 continued. And it's so clear by the premise of your question. And you and the people of the media who have such biases but fake like you're a journalist, you shouldn't even be sitting in that seat.
Earlier, you were just...
ICE are doing everything in their power to remove those stories. I bet you never even read about.
Leavitt laid into him further, saying, but you're pretending like you're a journalist, but you're a left-wing activist. And the question that you just raised and your answer proves you're biased. You should be reporting on the facts. You should be reporting on the cases before saying that many U.S. citizens had been killed by illegal immigrants. The White House didn't immediately respond when contacted by People for additional comments.
An ICE agent acted recklessly and killed it unjustifiably.
Oh, okay. Reporter with a left-wing opinion.
What do you want me to do?
On the morning of Wednesday, Jan 7th, Renee Good, 37, had just dropped her 6-year-old child off at school before a deadly encounter with federal immigration agents, People previously reported. The mother of 3 had been driving home in her Honda Pilot with her wife, Becca Good, when they came upon a group of ICE agents, her ex-husband told the Associated Press. The ex-husband, who asked not to share his name, said Good and her partner had moved to Minneapolis last year from Kansas City, Missouri.
32 things that they are doing everything correctly.
You didn't even read up on this.
The Goods took a detour on the way home to join neighbors who were protesting ICE officers during an immigration enforcement operation in the city. Goods' vehicle was allegedly blocking agents in the street, and when she began moving her car as an ICE officer started pulling on her door handle, she was shot dead by Agent Jonathan Ross. As previously reported by People, President Donald Trump threatened to invoke the Insurrection Act as tensions continue to escalate between ICE officers and civilians in Minneapolis following Good's death.
Are you asking me?
Who have a crooked view and individuals and make our communities.
Trump, 79, broadly criticized the Democratic leadership of Minnesota in a post shared on Truth Social on Thursday, while noting that implementing the act would allow him to send the U.S. military to the state to combat rebellion or violence. If the corrupt politicians of Minnesota don't obey the law and stop the professional agitators and insurrectionists from attacking the patriots of ICE, who are only trying to do their job,
Killed by an ICE agent. Renee Good was shot in the head and killed by an ICE agent.
Numbers of how many.
I will institute the Insurrection Act, which many presidents have done before me, and quickly put an end to the travesty that is taking place in that once great state, the president wrote. That's what we can say. Don't forget to support our channel by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. We thank you all for your support.
Are you asking me?
Who have a crooked view and individuals and make our communities safer and shame.